There was a formula for happiness. What is one thing that would have to be in it?
If I had the formula, I'd be a rich man. As I understand it, happiness is probably best understood as a verb. Any emotion we're experiencing, we tend to acclimate to that. So the thing that makes me happy today will eventually kind of level out and not bring the same level of happiness down the road. So I think happiness is best thought of as a verb.
All right. Well, I'm here to, as I said, reach this mission and research in a book, The Emotions of Home Buying. I deal with a lot of people that are making this gigantic decision, and both in the home after they've done so, but while you're making that decision, really want to help them not make the wrong one. And you're saying even if you're happy on day one, you're going to get real content with that and start finding unhappiness in that same situation?
Well, unhappiness may be a bit strong, but maybe the home that makes us happy now, we'll have acclimated to that in a certain period of time. There's this really interesting research that's out there that they've used with lottery winners. On the one hand, people who experience intense happiness, and then people who've suffered debilitating injuries unexpectedly. And what they find is that whether it's the elation of either winning the lottery or the elation of winning even an Olympic medal, that emotion dissipates pretty quickly and is usually no longer a factor within a year. And the same way with the debilitating loss, grief, sadness, pain associated with that tends to come back up again within a period of time as well. So I think the home that makes us happy is going to be great, and it's going to make us happy for a season, but then we're going to find ourselves wanting more, needing more in order to generate that same level of happiness.
Okay, so an external, these things are going to make me happy. It might be a fleeting experience of that. Of course, as in a consumer society, we're all familiar with it's fun to buy.
Right.
And as soon as sometimes before you get to the car, you're not feeling the same way.
Exactly.
It is a big question to sum up in one, sort of answer. But if it's not an external thing, but it's an internal, I hear you, verb, what should we be doing to extend that? What could a homeowner do to feel good in year two and forever?
Well, I think my answer to that, which may be a non-answer relevant to a home, but I don't think so, really. I mean, what we know from the happiness research is the biggest predictor of happiness is relationship. And I think most instances, home buyers are looking for a place for their family, a home to share with their key people. And I would say there's where your focus needs to be.
Okay. Yeah, that is the very first piece in this formula, which I know would not be a real formula. There's no such thing as you can't put, logic and emotions are not on the same plane. But the very first piece I'm putting into, this, at least the fun of seeking a formula is other people, right? That some people don't want to be too crowded, but there's more capacity for joy the more people you have inside, it seems.
Yep, it's all about relationships.
Okay. I've heard it said, people, to a layman, these kind of simple phrases out there that we hear on the internet or that people pass along outside of a scientific perspective, that everything is avoiding pain or pursuing pleasure, and that one is stronger than the other. I mean, we dislike discomfort so much that becomes maybe a driving factor for a lot of actions and decision making. Any truth to that kind of platitude, or what do you think about that phrase?
Well, I think so. I mean, we know when we try and break emotion down, and there's a lot of ways that that's done, but we probably experience more negative emotion than we do positive. An emotion is meant to be a motivator, so whether it is the pleasure or whether it is the pain, the sadness, the fear, the anxiety, it's all moving us in a direction. So I think they're all important, but we probably do have a broader palette of negative emotions than we do positive.